So what I would like us to start to begin with is warming through our upper body. So what I would like you to do is stand up. I'm gonna sit so you can see me in the camera. If I stand, you won't see my upper body. And we're gonna start first with lifting our arms in front of your body, just like that. And I'd like you to pay attention to how you hold your shoulders. So whether if your shoulders are by your ears, if you can keep them a little bit further down and back. And I'd like you to practice this movement just to feel the difference. So lifting your shoulders and then rolling them down and back. Nice and easy. So from lifting towards your ears, rolling them down away from your ears. We're gonna do this one more time. Lift up and roll down. And as you keep them down and back, let's start lifting your arms up towards your ears. So you want to be able to be bringing your arms just to the ear height level, just like that, and then lower your arms down. And again, keeping our shoulder blades down and back, we are lifting arms up towards ears. And then lowering those arms down. Let's do a couple more of those. Again, shoulders down and back. Arms are traveling all the way up towards ears. And then down. And we're going to do this one more time. Shoulders down and back. Arms are lifting up. Hold it here. Now, with your left hand, grab your right wrist. And then gently pull yourself to a side bend. Opening your body, lifting through the waistline. Beautiful, come back to the center, swapping the grip. Right hand, left wrist. And then side. And then slowly coming back to the center. Lower your arms, just interlace your fingers and then just circulate through your wrists, warming up smaller joints. So the very interesting bit about our shoulders, it's like I mentioned in our intro, it's the most commonly injured joint during peri and menopause. So in Japan, in Japanese culture, there is not such thing as a hot flush as a sign of peri or menopause. It's the shoulder injury. So just a cultural difference is okay. My ladies, when you're ready, I would like you to sit down on the mat, but we're going to start in a seated position. So you'd like to get yourself on the top of your sit bones, legs far enough from you so you feel comfortable in your hips. If this position feels a bit too tight in your hip joints, you might want to fold your knees slightly out. Now we're going to grab the back side of your thighs and then use your arms to elongate your spine towards the ceiling. So again, we're trying to promote the spinal lift, spinal elongation. Holding to your thighs, we're going to start with a scoop, so rounding through the lower back, carefully rolling over your sit bones, creating a long C curve in the spine. We're gently warming up the lower back and then pulling back, rolling back on the top of sit bones, lifting the breastbone up. So leading through the breastbone. Let's go there again. So as we exhale, we're rounding through the lower spine, creating a nice and deep scoop, only going as far as the arm distance length, not too far, and then slowly pulling back, lifting through the breastbone all the way up. Let's do this one more time. Rounding. Warming up our lower back, middle back, and a little bit of upper back, and then slowly roll back to your starting position. This time I'm gonna reach those arms forward. Once again, roll your shoulders down and back. So imagine wearing a like heavy cape, draping of your shoulders. So you really want to find the open position here. Round your lower back, start rolling. This time, as we roll, we will try to go a little bit deeper. Be mindful about your lower back. If this feels too much, you can always grab your thighs. So we are just encouraging a little bit more mobility through the lower back. Slowly pull, pull, pull back to your starting position. Go back on the top of your sit bones. This time as you lift your breastbone, lift also your arms up towards your ears. Try not to hunch your shoulders. Take your arms out to T position. And then bring your arms forward right in front of you. And we go again. Scooping through your lower abdominals and rolling back. And as you roll back, try to go a bit deeper than last time. Try to keep your feet grounded. So lower abdominals on fire. And then slowly pulling back. Always use your hands if you need that extra help. Rolling back to the top of your sit bones once again. Breastbone lifts. Arms are going all the way up. Arms go out to T position. And then imagine a hug the tree in front of you. Let's do this one more time. Exhale and we roll. And we roll. And we roll. And again, if you find this challenging, always grab your thighs. This time, try to anchor your lower back towards the floor. If you can go a little bit lower to the bra line height, that would be amazing. And then try to pull back and roll back slowly, back to seated. There we go. Give me the final lift. Lift your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Hold it here. Now, lift your breastbone even more, and with your arms, create a nice big circle around you. And as you bring your arms down, place them right behind your back. Palms are facing away from each other. Push down to the floor to lift your breastbone up. We're trying to stretch your chest, your pecs. Start turning your head to one side. Turn your head over your shoulder. Come back to the center. Keep the breastbone lifted and then turn your head to the other side. And back to the center. So the purpose of this exercise is to open thoracic spine and stretch the front of our chest just to improve the mobility of our backs. Let's do one more turn on each side. One to your left. And then return back to the center. Carefully push away from the floor. Make sure you've got your towel ready as we've got to transition. So ground your feet, reach your arms forward, and then start rolling back. This time we are going all the way down, all the way down, down to the mat. And here, fold your towel. We want to place it directly underneath your head, so make sure that you've got this. Taking your arms down by your sides. Starting with just a basic warm-up. Make sure your feet are grounded, about hip distance width, pressing through your feet. Our lower back should be now quite warm, so all we need to do is gently push the lower back into the mat, creating a scoop. And then as you curl your pubic bone to nose, press your feet down towards the ground. Start lifting your bottom. Lifting vertebra by vertebra. Imagine squeezing yoga block between your inner thighs, trying to improve on the curl, rounding through the lower spine. Hold it here. Press the back of your arms towards the floor. Try to lengthen the back of your neck. Feel the stretch across your chest, and as you exhale, roll the spine down vertebra by vertebra. Think of articulating your spine in sequence. Try not to omit any vertebra at all, going in sequence against the surface until you reach your lower back, unfold your pelvis back to neutral. And we start from the top, round your lower back. Press your heels into the ground and then start lifting vertebra by vertebra. Imagine your pubic bone curling towards your nose. So this time we try to go a little bit more, a little bit higher. If you feel that your ribs are popping out, just watch that for me. Try to soften the rib cage, but emphasize the curl in your lower back so the stretch comes from the front of your thighs. Beautiful. Inhale. And then as we exhale, roll down. Again, vertebra by vertebra. Articulating the spine, bone by bone. Beautiful. Awesome. And then unravel your pelvis back to neutral. Natalie, bring your feet tiny bit closer to your bum, just a little bit. There you go. And we go again. And Sarah, same thing. Just bring your feet a bit closer to your bottom. You'll feel the hamstring curl a bit deeper, and we go again, rounding through the lower back, bottom lifts. You should feel the back of your legs working. Hold your pelvic curl. Now, take your arms off the floor. Lift your arms over your head. Hold it here. Imagine I'm standing right behind you, pulling your wrist. Try to reach your fingertips away from your knees. Keep pulling, all the way up. And then as you exhale, roll the spine down, vertebra by vertebra, bone by bone, sequentially rolling the spine all the way down. Amazing. Now we're going to need our towel to activate a small stabilizing muscle in around our shoulder blades. So I'd like you to grab your towels like this and fold it one more time. So we have like a long towel here. We're going to hold on to it, lifting our arms above shoulders. Now, pull the towel as if you were to split it in half. So it's quite a strong pull. See if you can roll your shoulders down and back, and you should feel pressure around your armpit. Let's see if we can work our abdominals in this position. We're going to lift right leg up to tabletop, push your lower back down into the mat, lift your left leg up, squeeze your inner thighs and hold it here. So legs together in tabletop position. Now, reaching both knees to one side, creating a twist, allowing one hip to come off the mat, arms in the center, pull against the towel. Come back to the center and then twist in opposite direction. So we are trying to keep our arms right in the center, right in the middle. There we go. Keep twisting, side, side. Now pay attention to the following. As you reach your legs to your right, pull a little bit more through your left arm. Try to activate your left armpit a bit more. Now come back to the center. As you twist your knees towards your left, pull through your right arm a little bit more. Try to keep your right shoulder blade glued to the mat. And then back to the center. Just give me one more like this on each side. One more. And center. And the last one. And center. Lovely. Now release one leg carefully. Don't let it drop heavy. Release the other leg back down. Now, reach with your arms and the towel over your head. Again, keep that feeling of pulling the towel apart. So you want to make your arms really active. Start moving your arms back. You're going to guide your arms back to the shoulder height level. Bring your chin down towards the chest. Start lifting your head, your chest, your neck off the mat. Imagine you want to reach the towel towards your knees. Give that feeling of pulling the towel apart and then slowly roll all the way back, placing your head last. Arms go over your head. Let's do this again. Arms very active, pulling against the towel, keeping those shoulders away from ears. The moment towel passes the shoulder girdle, lift head, lift your chest, neck, coming to the height of your bra line level. Hold it and release it all the way back down. Keep your arms over your head. We're going to include our lower body as well. Push your lower back down to the mat. Lift your right leg up to tabletop. Left leg follows. Let's add those arms again. Move your arms. Take them above the shoulder girdle level. Then lift your head, your chest, and your neck. You want to reach with the towel just on the top of your knees. Really pull. And then slowly rolling back down. Let's go again. Arms lead the movement. Keep the back of your neck nice and long. The moment towel passes your shoulder girdle, lift. Head, neck, upper back, a little bit of middle back. Reach long towards your knees and release it all the way back down. Good. Let's go for 2 more of those. Again, working those shoulders and arms, lifting in sequence. First your head, your neck. Keep your chin slightly to the chest. No pulling through the neck muscles. Lovely. And release all the way back down. My ladies, we're going to do this one last time. One more. Arms lead the movement. Pulling the towel apart. So keeping arms active. Lift your head, chest, and your neck. Hold it here. Hold it. Now, adding a little bit of a rotation. So with your right hand, you're going to pull the towel as if you were twisting your body. So right hand pulls down, left hand of the top, like that. Come back to the center, level your hands. Now, left hand pulls, right hand on the top. And back to the center. Let's go into a twist. We've got 4 more. There we go. And center, working those obliques. And 3. And center. Let's go for 2 more. And center. We've got 1 more. I know. And center. And back to the center. Release your upper body all the way down. Release one leg. Release the other leg down. Now, place the towel at the back of your head. So right in the center, create like a little cradle or like a little hammock for your head. Holding onto 2 endings of the towel here. Legs are straight. We're gonna work upper body and our upper abdominals. Bring your shoulders down and back. Lift your head, your chest, and your neck. Head is relaxed in the towel. We are lifting the head off the floor. On the top of your chest lift position, round your lower back a little bit more and hold it. Think of pushing the back of your head into the towel. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Carefully release. Work those arms. Head is heavy in the towel. And down. We've got 2 more reps like this. Again, engage those arms. Lift your head. Keep lifting your neck. Come to the bra height level. Push your lower back a little bit more. Give me that little scoop through your abs. Hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it all the way down. We're going to do this one last time. Inhale. And as we exhale, we lift. Head is very heavy in the towel. We're trying to lift using our arms and our abdominals. Hold for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release it all the way back down. Remove the towel from behind your head. We're going for a full roll-up motion. Move the towel to the initial position with your arms directly above the shoulder height level. Let's start with those arms moving over your head. Now watch this. If moving your arms over your head flares up your rib cage, try to find a position when you can keep the back of the ribs on the floor. You don't want to let it flare up. You want your arms floating if needed. Start moving your arms first, just like before. Take your arms to the shoulder height level. Now, lift your head, your chest, and your neck. Reach long with your arms, and as you exhale, carry on rolling to seated position. There we go. Lift through your waistline and bend up and over. Good. Think of pulling the towel as if you were to split it. We are rolling back. And exhale, round your lower spine. Gaze on the towel. If you need to, bend your knees so you can bring your lower back safely to the floor. Middle back, upper back, neck and head last. Arms overhead reach. And we reverse it, roll up. Arms lead the movement. Lift your head, chest and neck. If you struggle with straight legs, bend your knees and then overcome stiffness in your spine, straighten your legs, and then bend up and over. Very challenging movement. We go there again. Shoulders are very important, so we need to keep them active, safe, and warm. Lovely. And then rolling all the way, all the way. We're gonna do this one more time just to come into transition. So arms lead the movement. Lift your head, your chest, and your neck, rolling, lifting. And again, if you need to modify, bend your knees. Come back to seated position here. I'm just gonna move slightly so you can see me. Use the towel, place it around your feet, holding onto the endings. Try to lift your breastbones again and give me this nice flat back position here. Bend your elbows, and as you keep your back flat, try to hinge from your hip joints to pull your chest towards your thighs. This should feel like a really nice and deep stretch to your hamstrings. Can we feel that? I think you can. I think you can feel that. Lovely. Carefully lifting your spine up, loosening a little bit your lower back. We're gonna hold onto the towel, arms in front of you. Let's do spine stretch. You're gonna open your legs to the mat distance width. If you struggle in this position to sit upright, micro bend your knees and then find your upright position. Now imagine lifting your waistline and wrapping your spine over a beach ball. Inhale. And as you exhale, stretch your upper back, reaching up and over, bending your spine, reaching with the towel, still putting on the towel to keep those arms active, reaching forward. Hold it. Breathe to your lower back. And then as we exhale, we restack the spine bone by bone. Pull against the towel so we keep your arms nice and active, bone by bone, back to upright position. We go again. Inhale. And then lift and then bend up and over. Imagine wrapping your spine over a beach ball, so keep the lift in your spine. See if you can go close to the floor, as close as you can. You should feel the back of your legs working. You should feel the stretch in your lower back. And we go again. Restack your spine, bone by bone. Active pull against the towel so we don't hunch, but we keep arms nice and active. Collarbones open wide. We're gonna do this one last time. Inhale. And as we exhale, lift the spine and bend up and over. Spine stretch. Breathing to your lower back. And then when you're ready, slowly restack your spine, bone by bone, vertebra by vertebra, going all the way back up to upright position. Loose the towel for a moment. Check on your shoulders. If you need to loosen them up a little bit, don't get rid of the towel. It will come back in a minute. Okay, just loosen up your shoulders. Lovely. Let's work the shoulders even more. Join your legs together. Again, modify if you need to. Bend your knees if you need to find your upright. Hold the towel in front of you. Shoulders go down and back. Active pull against the towel so we can lift those arms back to shoulder flexion, meaning by your ears without lifting shoulder blades up. We want to keep them draping down. And then lower your arms in front of you. And we do this again. So trying to think of draping your shoulders down and back as if you were sliding them to the back pocket of your trousers. And then slowly lower down. My ladies, one more time like this. We're gonna lift it up. This time we're gonna hold it. Give me that nice active pull against the towel. Push your sit bones towards the ground and then rotate your spine to face me, twist. Twist a little bit deeper. Come back to the center. And we twist in the opposite direction. And we twist a little bit deeper. We're going to add a little bit of a pace to it. So double exhale like this. Exhale, exhale, twist. Back to the center. Exhale and back to the center. And off we go. Arms are super active and center. And exhale and back to the center. One more in each direction. Twist and center and twist and back to the center. Lower your arms, bend forward. So once again, you're gonna hook your towel against your feet. See if you can reach a little bit further forward. And then as you bend your back, pull yourself forward towards your thighs, trying to come as close to your chest as you can. And then slowly take your body back to upright position. Loose the towel for a moment. Reach your arms in front of you. Shoulders go down and back. Start taking your arms all the way up to the ceiling. Give me a nice big circle with your breastbone lift. Just to transfer to the position with your arms right at the back. Now, options here. If you are quite tight or if you feel quite painful around the shoulder area, keep your palms facing away from each other. If you're confident enough to put a bit more weight on your wrists, you can turn your palms to face the rest of your body. Now, back support, quite a lot of weight bearing on your wrists. So give me that feeling of pushing the floor away from you. So gonna lift your breastbone up. Round your lower back, create a scoop through your lower abdominals and start lifting your bottom off the floor. So it's a plank in reverse. Squeeze your bottom, squeeze your glutes, open the front of your hips, lovely. And then release it back down. Options, you can always bend your knees and do modified versions. So same thing, breastbone lift, push down, but you are able to lift a little bit higher because we're bending those knees. So choose the right option for you today and release it back down. I'm going back to my straight-legged position. Again, press down to lift. Shoulders stay back as you lift up using your hips, using your glutes. Lovely. And release it back down. My ladies, one more like this. And we press and we lift. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it. If it feels okay for you to tilt your head back, you can add it just to stretch your neck. And then with control, release your hips all the way down, all the way down. Quick decompression for your wrists, interlace your fingers, and then circulate, mobilize. Lovely. We are transferring to a side lying position. Bend your knees, fold your knees to face me so you can see me. Now we're gonna work a little bit on the shoulder stability when we do all the movements that prepare us for a side plank position. Technical alignment is pretty much everything here. So you want to always be with your elbow directly underneath the shoulder. You want to give yourself a feeling of pushing the floor away from you, thinking of shoulder blade just going back into the armpits. And then we're gonna start with top leg straight, bottom knee bent. Take your top arm up towards the ceiling and then think of pushing the forearm into the floor so you can lift your hips up. We are in a half plank position. Dip your bottom hip just to tap the ground and then lift it up. And as you keep dipping your hip, make sure you are not collapsing in your shoulder. Keep working. I'll show you the difference. So I'm not doing this, okay? I'm always pushing away from the floor to use the stability of my shoulder girdle to help me. Let's go for 2 more. My ladies, on the last one, lift up and hold it. Option, stay here. If you want progression, both legs straight, and we're in half plank position, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the bottom leg, release all the way down. Make sure you've got your towel ready. We're gonna work our hips, our glutes a little bit more. So as you lie down on your side, be mindful how you position your arm that you're gonna rest on. So you don't want to hunch it, you want to bring it down and back. Rest your head down on the mat, straighten both legs. Rounding through the lower back, pushing your hips forward. Bottom leg is pressing into the mat. We're gonna lift the top leg and we're gonna start with side lifts. So leg goes down, leg lifts up. Just like that, nice and easy. And lift. And then coming down and lifting up. Let's go for 2 more of those. And up. Last one. Lift up and hold it. Turn your foot so the heel is pointing up towards the ceiling. And we are just going for hip circles here. For 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And reverse it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your top leg still. Push your waistline towards the floor so you can lift your bottom leg. And then as you hinge from the side, lower both legs down. Then push your waistline down to lift your legs up. So it's a side hinge to the pelvis. Again, trying to keep your shoulder absolutely still. We've got 4 more. And we've got 3. And we've got 2 more. And on the last one, lift and hold it. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release your legs all the way down. Use your top hand to push off the floor. Coming into a Z-sit position, your mermaid sit position. That's where we're gonna use the towel again. So fold the towel. Hold your arms straight in front of you. Lift your arms all the way up towards the ceiling. Trying to ground your sit bones. And again, watch the difference from here. We want to drape it down and back. Start rotating your spine in one direction, twist. Back to the center, twist in opposite direction. And again, little twist through the waistline and center, and little twist through the waistline and center. One more in each direction. And one last. And then come back to the center and lower all the way down. We're gonna swap sides doing the whole sequence, side lying on the other side, working our hips. Make sure you've got your towel ready underneath your head and neck. So, nearly forgot our side plank position, but here we are again. So, side lying, elbow directly underneath the shoulder, bottom leg needs to stay bent. Top leg forward for your security, arm lifts up towards the sky. Now, difference between this to this. We want that lift coming from your armpit. When you're ready, push down to lift up. And then down without collapsing to the shoulder. And again, up. And then coming down. And lift up. And come down. Go for 3 more. and down. 2 more. And down. Last one, up and hold it. Option, full side plank position. Hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg, top leg, releasing straight to sideline. That's where you want to access your shoulder blade again. Take your hand, place your head on the top of the towel, legs together. Top leg lifts. So push your hips slightly forward for stability. Turn your foot down, and we've got side leg raises. So lifting up and then down. So even though we're working on the lower body, upper body is still helping your stability. The shoulder connection here keeps your body grounded so we're not wobbling. Let's go for 2 more. And we've got the last one. We've got circles. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circles in reverse. We've got 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it. Bottom leg joins the top leg. And off we go. Both legs down. Both legs go up. Side lift. And up. As you can see, my cat loves featuring into, anything I do online. She's always like that. Star. Good. Let's go for a few more of those. And again. And again, give me 2 more. And the last one. And then lower your legs down, bend your knees, and then carefully push off the floor. Good. Coming to your Z-sit position, back to our towel. So we're gonna use the towel again, working those shoulders. Take your arms in front of you. Lift your arms up towards the ceiling. And this time we're gonna go for tilt. So bending the spine to the side and the center, bending to the other side and center. Try to keep your hips grounded so we don't feel like any of your pelvis is lifting. So we want a little bit of lift through the waistline first. And just 1 more on each side. 1 more on each side. Come back to the center, lower your arms, get rid of the towel. Transferring your body to a 4-point kneeling position, so align your legs first, flip over. Now, very often in the 4-point kneeling position, you'll feel that actually weight bearing on wrists is a little bit too much, and what I see very often is a collapse here. So the best way to think about your 4-point kneeling or any plank position is pushing the floor away from you. So supporting the ceiling with your back, with the back of your neck and the back of your head. Now imagine also splitting your mat in half. So it's like a side pull to your arms. Tuck your toes under. Give me that feeling of lifting the ceiling through your back. All we're gonna do is hover your knees off the floor and hold it. Nothing else. Pushing the floor down to lift up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest your knees. Straight away, decompress your wrists. So turning your palms upside down into the floor, just to give them a bit of a recovery. And once again, palms in the same position. If the pressure is too direct on your wrist, you're welcome to walk your hands a bit further forward to modify it. Again, push the floor down to lift yourself up. Tuck your toes under, support the ceiling through your back, and we hover. We hold it. Hold for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it all the way down. Going straight into your front support position on your elbows. Same idea, we are trying not to collapse, we are trying to lift. Send one leg behind you and tuck your toes under. See if you can send the other leg out as well. So we're in a low plank position here. Now, rolling plank. Roll through your ankles forward and then rolling back. Think of pulling your forearms against the mat so you feel the armpit muscle supporting you. It's like your back is gliding along the ceiling, forth and back. We've got 3 more of those. And back. 2 more. And back. 1 more. And back. And then bend your knees and sit back on your heels. Child's pose, stretch, rest pose. And then when you're ready, make sure you've got your towel. We're going into back bends, almost there. Just a couple of those back bends to work our shoulders in the prone position on the belly. When you're ready, lie down for me, holding the towel in front of you. Resting your forehead down, legs down, pressing the front of your legs into the mat, anchoring through your pubic bone. Now, as we inhale, we're gonna lift upper body off the ground, including a towel, just to hover. Think of pulling the towel apart. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Turn your head to one side, just to rest your neck a little bit. This time we're gonna reverse it, so your arms are staying on the floor, still pulling the towel just to keep the anchor to the ground. Press your pubic bone to the mat and hover your legs off the mat. So you're gonna feel your glutes and hamstrings working. Quite a lot of squeeze into the glutes. Hold it there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release it. Now, spread your legs a little bit wider. Use the corners of the mat and spread your arms also a little bit wider. So we want to look like a letter X from the top. We're gonna combine upper and lower body together. One more thing, just join me when you're ready. Inhale, and we lift upper body first, the lower body, and we hover. Pull the towel, shoulders away from ears for 10, and 9, and 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then rest all the way down. Place your palms by your shoulders, push off the floor, and then sit back. Keep your knees wide open and just sit with your bottom towards your heels to stretch your back and then stretch your shoulders. And then when you're ready, join me for 4-point kneeling position. So palms underneath your shoulders, knees underneath your hips. And then when you're ready, start articulating your spine through all the curves. Just ripple your spine into cat and in reverse. Let's do a couple more of those. And then align your curves in neutral position, sticking your sit bones slightly back. Tuck your toes under. We've got transition coming. Once again, give me that feeling of pushing the floor away from you to lift away from the floor. Lift your knees to hover and then lift your sit bones up to push your heels down onto the mat so you look like reversed V. And then carefully start walking your hands towards your feet. So you're gonna end up in a bottom range of roll down. Relax your head, relax your neck, relax your shoulders. And then when you're ready, press through your feet and then start rolling your spine, vertebra by vertebra, going all the way up, bound by bound, with your head coming up last. And we've done our Pilates for shoulders today. Thank you.